Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Robert and this is the Project Nomad, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We are actually working on this podium in the shop. Something you've probably seen before in the channel. You've probably seen me use it when I bend tube, especially when I'm doing rock sliders or bending up tube for hoops on bumpers. But normally the tube bender's right here and it's taking up a lot of space. I'm changing a lot of things on this podium so that I can actually have a little bit more on this podium, so it's a little bit more space efficient and a little bit more dialed in for a lot of users. Currently the tube bender is off to the side right here, and I've actually cut down some of the spacer pins in here so everything's a little bit more tighter. It just clicks in and it's spaced out a little bit more correctly, because with the original pins, hydraulic ram is actually shorter than the OEM pins that are on this bender, especially the big one inside. So I had to cut it down. It doesn't actually affect the sizing portion here for the dies, but that's something I'm not really worried about at the moment. Either way, I have this entire setup off and I'm still dealing with certain things. I think I'm also going to be refinishing the actual hydraulic ram mount, because for the most part I'm outside, this is outside, it gets used outside. So there's a lot of humidity and this does get rusty. So I think I'm just going to resurface the entire exterior, while the interior is pretty much left to fend for its own, because with how tight this ram is inside of the mount, I think I'm pretty sure it's fine. But the main reason I'm actually changing up my podium setup is because I got this old used tube roller from Facebook Marketplace. Pretty used, and there's a few things that are rusted out, or at least just has surface rust. Because we're in California, it's not that bad ever. I got it used and I got it for a really good price, and pretty much all the parts are replaceable as far as I'm concerned. But the main thing is I have the housing, and I have 3 of the original dies that came with it. I believe it's the 1-inch, 1.5, and the 2-inch dies. So I have everything here on this setup, and this is the main reason why I am changing up the podium setup. I already have some work done on the podium, which is basically cutting off the main top plate. I do have to fix this uneven cut on the rest of this tube. The top plate is cut off. I'm going to grind this relatively flat and clean it up from the weld that it originally have, and then weld this 1/4-inch 2x2 tube onto it so that I can mount it onto the back end here, which is a little bit more, how should I say this, a little bit more stable, because it's in the pocket of the square here, and have the ram be on this side so that it bends this way. So it's just a little bit more stable and a little bit more vertical, so that I can actually have a digital angle reader on this side, so when it turns up I can actually watch that on top of watching the dial go around. And that's kind of why I also wanted to change it up, so that I have a little bit more accuracy on the dials, or how the degree finder is. But moving on, I also have the top plate that's going to be replacing this top plate. It's not as thick, but it is 1/4-inch thick plate steel that I did and drill out for 1/2-inch bolts, so I can just be a mounting surface for the tube roller. And I already have it marked out for where I want it, and it's just going to be a simple plop and weld once this thing is level as best as I can be, and I can just set the tube roller on top and be good with it. But because of the positioning of the actual tube roller on top, I do plan and already have decided to space out where the tube bender is going to be placed ever so slightly further away from the actual podium post. So it's going to be further out this way, because there's going to be some stuff that might interfere with either or items. So the tube roller has a spindle bracket here that needs to have some back and forth play, and the pins on the actual tube bender do proceed out ever so slightly further away than the actual mounting surface. So yeah, that's what I got going on right now, and I do plan on hopefully finishing this soon, because I do have someone coming in who is asking for some rock sliders for his 3rd gen Tacoma. So hopefully I can get this done pretty soon, because all it is just me cutting off this top portion, getting everything settled, and then spacing out the tube bender where I want it. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. So I did get a few things done now. Mount for God, that's a big diesel out there. Okay, that's a very loud diesel out there. Okay, so I have the former top plate where the tube bender mounts welded fully now onto this 2x2 tube. I'm going to figure out a spot for this once I get this thing in place so that I have most of the tubing going in basically the exact same spot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be right around here. And to make that happen, it's like 15 to 16 inches down. So this pivot's right around here. So I think it's going to be right there, but I got to test a few things and I'm just going to tack basically the mount here at some point. But I did get this tacked in. It's not fully welded. I just want to make sure everything is in position first and basically make sure everything fits nicely so I don't really have to cut anything off. I am, however, hoping that this is actually enough distance for it to sit further enough that none of the bolts actually get in the way and none of the pivot pins actually get in the way, because I do plan on operating the bender on this side and not having to worry about anything on the opposite side, and vice versa. When the tube bender or the tube roller is mounted, I don't want that to be interfering with the tube bender over here, so I'm just hoping that everything fits accordingly. I think I'm actually gonna put the tube bender on or get a angle bar on top so that this doesn't warp when I start welding across and this has a tendency to pull downwards. I think I'm just gonna get one of the angle bars over there and clamp it here really quick so that it doesn't bend when I weld in any way. I just want it to be straight. Idealistically, I would have put another piece of metal across here, but it's just supposed to be only a plate, so I didn't really see the need for it, if you understand what I'm saying. The only purpose of this thing is just to mount the roller tube, because eventually I do plan for the roller to actually just be independent of outside forces, so I can just press a button and it'll just roll for it. And with the tube bender, I don't have to apply any forces because it's got or at least outside forces to the podium, because it's got a hydraulic ram to it. And that's why I just need to worry about it being stationary, because the rest of the podium is actually pretty strong and it's pretty wide, so there's a lot of balance already there. So okay, I made some progress here now. I have both the top pedestal where the roller is going to be and the mount where the tube bender is going to be fully welded in. I believe this is the correct spot, at least for the tube bender. It has enough swing for the hydraulic mount or the hydraulic ram to actually swing about up here. It's far enough away from the bottom, and it should put the tube roughly in line where the roller will also have the tube. So I think we'll be fine in this angle, and I think it'll be set. I'm gonna test fit everything and then get everything here prepped for paint, because I actually don't want any of this to rust. So I'm gonna go through here with a sander and get everything prepped after I do test fits and make sure everything fits correctly. So that means the tube roller over there is going to be mounted up, and then the actual bender is going to be mounted up so that I can actually see how everything works. And I'm hoping it actually doesn't tip in that direction, because all the weight's actually centered around here, but I spread it around so that hopefully with where the bender is going to be and the ram is going to be, it'll be stable for the most part, especially when you add the weight. And I think I'm going to put all the extra hardware, so the rollers for the different dies all along here, and I might even add a hitch receiver here so I can have another tool out here. But let me just figure some stuff out first. Okay, so it's a different day, different shirt, but still working on the same build. Everything test fitted up. The tube bender sits a little lower than where I wanted it to, but the tube roller is actually where I want it to be. At this point, I'm just gonna take everything off, grind and clean up everything so that I can start painting. But I think I'm actually gonna clean up some of these sharp corners on the tube roller platform so that I don't catch anything, as well as clean up some of the back side of this mount here, because it wasn't the cleanest weld and I didn't clean up the metal as much as I wanted to do. And on the podium itself, I think I'm actually going to grind some spots off so I can put some of the dies for either the bender or the roller here, so I just have them all in one spot, because right now I have everything basically in boxes and I just kind of want everything to be in one spot and easily accessible. On top of, I think I'm actually going to put a receiver or a tow hitch receiver onto this thing, so I can put 2x2 tubes somewhere here and have a spot for like a grinder or a vise in the event that I actually need to have something held. So that's what I'm about to do. So I'll bring you back once this is cleaned up and I have most of that stuff done. So I pretty much got this thing down and set up completely, so check it out. The tube bender is fully set up. The dies are mounted to the side with some rebar that I have just laying around. Again, I didn't want to buy new material just to set this up, but yeah, here it is mounted up fully. The radial die is on. I do have a digital angle finder that you can zero out to put on the dies, but I don't have it mounted anywhere here just because it is a bit of electronics. I just want to keep it tucked away when it's not in use. Anyways, it is just set up vertically now so that once I have the die on, I can put the digital reader here, and when it starts ticking over, I'll find the exact change in angle and it's a little bit more accurate for me. Also, I did cut down some of the spacers a little bit better so that it fits better overall. I do think I do need to shave this a little bit more just to get it to fit better, but it is a better fit when the dies are in here. There's barely any room on either side, so the dies are a snug fit now. On top, I do have the tube roller. It has enough room for me to spin the giant wheel, but I can also press it further in so that it's a little bit better for storage, but it does contact the main die that I use, which is the 1 3/4. But that's until I get this thing fully set up with a electronic way of turning the main axle. But I also need to go find or just eventually get some rod or just find some spare rebar laying around and actually mount out where the tube roller dies are going to go. I do plan on having them here on the lower portion, but again, I don't have any spare material right now for it, so it's just missing. I do have the receiver tube here fully painted up and it's just ready to go, and I do have some ideas what I really want to do with it. Just have a insert here and then have another 90-degree portion that goes a little bit further out, so I have a level mount that I can use whenever I won't need to have a vise or the bench grinder or just the tube notcher. I just have it ready to go, and this entire platform is just ready to go when I need to work with tubes, and that's basically it. This is the entire setup that I should have done a couple years ago, but didn't have time and I didn't have a tube roller. So at this point, the project's done. So if you guys actually like watching me work on something that isn't car related or just overland or off-roading related but related to fabrication work, honestly just comment down below if you actually like this, and if you guys do, I'll continue doing the stuff later on and show you guys how I do certain things in the shop, or at least have some of the tools that I have in the shop that I use for fabrication, and I'll just post that up. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys actually do like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, be safe and tread lightly.